Alright, now on to kind of non-geeky, but still geeks love it. Bond 25. That's right, we get new James Bond. Denis Villeneuve is going to be the director. I think he is the director now. He'll be doing Bond 25. Daniel Craig is coming back, and the working title is Never Dream of Dying. Now, Daniel Craig has become my favorite Bond. I know people say that's heresy.
Who was your favorite Bond before?
It was Pierce Brosnan.
I like Connery. I mean, you know, he kind of had that, you know, that Scottish accent. Oh, you know.
Well, for me, like, Pierce Brosnan just was smooth and suave.
And the thing is, we could have gotten him much earlier had it not been for Remington Steele.
I know. I know. But
the thing is, he was a good Bond. It's just like he didn't have the movies like Tomorrow Never Dies and, you know, what was that? Well, Tomorrow Never Dies.
There's The World Is Not. There's GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was great.
That's
his greatest one.
That's his greatest, the best one.
The one after that, in '97.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I remember. It was GoldenEye. The World Was Not Enough. Then there was Tomorrow Never Dies.
Nah.
And then
there was Die Another
Day.
Yeah, with Holly Berry. I like that one, but that one kind of bordered on the line of almost self-parody.
It was a self-parody one when he was with Denise Richards, and she's like,
oh, she was like a geophysicist.
She was a nuclear physicist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sorry. But the reason I love the Daniel Craig films is because they've taken and made it real, and they were gonna actually make it kind of a parody of and make it like the '70s, but then Austin Powers came about and just threw all that to hell. So they had to take it. Well, you know what?
Well, also remember real. Casino Royale with Jerry Lewis.
It wasn't Jerry Lewis. It was
oh shit, yeah, no.
Who was the Pink Panther?
Oh, Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers.
Yeah.
And Peter Sellers actually wanted to do it serious, and they made it a spoof, and he hated that. He actually hated that film. And then the first Bond that we actually see, the real first Bond was Connery in Dr. No, and that's when Bond got his Walter PPK. Because M gave him the PPK saying, "Give me your gun. This is what a 00 has." So with Daniel Craig, we get a much more realistic, grounded. We get some cool gadgets, but nothing like over the top. And Skyfall, I love Skyfall, and I still like the Spectre. I like Spectre a lot actually, but I wanted more out of Dave Bautista's character. So as we have mentioned before on this show, we are kind of meh on the whole Transformers. They're doing Bumblebee with John Cena's now in it, and we have a picture of the new Bumblebee, and it's going to be like a 1987 bug, which is good, which is what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, and what he should have been in Michael Bay's movies, but you know, he doesn't give a shit about the series.
Well, also they all had Chevys.
Updated. Yeah,
and they're all Chevys
because product placement.
Exactly, you need the money. James Cameron is looking to reinvent the Terminator franchise with a new trilogy with Schwarzenegger's input.
But he's not going to be in it, right?
I don't know.
You know what? I mean, he's so iconic. I mean, the thing is and he's been in so many. You know, he's been in 2 great movies and other really terrible ass movies. You know,
I saw Genesis.
Genesis was okay. I mean, but to me, it was a missed opportunity. A very missed opportunity.
Was it a misfire? Yes, but it could have been, you know. But okay, that beside the point. I still like Genesis. We're getting a 40th anniversary of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, a top 10 Spielberg film of mine. So, yes, that'll be awesome. Lionsgate is planning a John Wick cinematic universe, but this will be from the female perspective, so we'll have female assassins. So, cool. There's not much to say on that one, so there we go. These are just real quick hits. Nicholas Hoult is in talks to play young J.R.R. Tolkien, and seeing his effects during World War I, which is where he got the idea to do The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
And The Hobbit really started, you know, just some little backstory on it for those of you who, you know, are more casual, you know, pop culture followers. Mm-hmm. The Hobbit started all this the RPGs and everything, so we would not have Final Fantasy, we wouldn't have Dungeons and Dragons, if not for J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
1932.
Yeah.
As The Hobbit came out. I mean, whew.
So, thanks, J.R.R. Todd McFarlane is doing his film, and it's going to be pretty much following Twitch with Spawn in the background, which once again I'm saying I don't like that, because if I want to watch a movie called Spawn, then damn it, I want to see Spawn. Not.
But here's the thing, Jaws.
I
We got
get
very
that.
little to Shark. But then we got Roy Scheider and Richard
And I
Dreyfuss.
totally get that. And we have some big names that he's going after. He's going after DiCaprio.
That's not going to work. Because here's the thing: Leonardo DiCaprio makes about $25 million a film, and the thing is, this movie's budgeted at 10.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, pretty much all your budget is going to go to one person's salary.
Yeah.
So the thing is, there's going to be a bunch of no-name actors, and they got this big star. The thing is, he needs to take a guy who's on the cusp of stardom or an unknown and make him twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, and plus, it goes against what he's been trying to do. I mean,
know.
come on, dude. I mean, you say you want a $10 million film, you're not going to have big stars in this movie.
No, you're not. Now he's saying that he's
I think
talking
he's
to
just
Jamie
dream
Foxx. Yeah, I mean,
About playing Spawn?
yeah,
And Jamie Foxx is another one. Well, Jamie Foxx expressed interest.
he has expressed interest, and I'm pretty
Just
sure.
Go back with Michael Jai White, please. I mean, the guy is so underrated, and he was a great martial artist. Doesn't get his due. You
No.
know.
All right. So after the misfire of King Arthur, we're getting the Guy Ritchie's The Aladdin, and we finally have the three main cast. We have Will Smith playing the genie, Naomi Scott, who played Kimberly/Pink Ranger in Power Rangers as Jasmine, and newcomer Mina Masood playing Aladdin.
So they finally did get the the Arabic or
Yeah.
the person of that descent. But the thing is, they were talking about we're gonna have problems finding an Arabic lead.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing is, it's like this. You can sit up there and have him play terrorists, so you can get one of those guys.
You can find oh god, what is his name? He played the main bad guy, or not the main bad guy, the main terrorist in Iron Man 1. What was his name?
Oh shit, he was in Star Trek too.
He was in Star Trek. Yes,
He could be playing the genie.
I know. I actually interviewed him.
Really?
Yeah, a
He's a
few
good
years
guy.
ago. He's a really wonderfully nice guy, very classically trained. But it's like one of those things where it's like, how do you not just play a terrorist? Because you're a wonderful actor, and like, oh mom, I got my first role. What is it? Terrorist 2. Good job, son. God damn it. There are so many actors, and they're like, oh, we can't find anyone. Really?
Come on, dude. Don't give me that.
Really?
You should have got the guy from Slumdog Millionaire.
Well, there's him. Riz Ahmed. I mean, he just came off Star Wars.
Yeah.
You don't get a bigger name than that.
Bunch of bullshit, man.
It really is. Now, so speaking on Disney, Chute Ejiofor is in talks to play Scar in The Lion
I like
King.
that. He's got the voice.
He's
for
got the
it.
voice. It's not Jeremy Irons, but he still has that regal British accent.
Well, I mean, when he played Baron Mordo and he took Benjamin Bratt's magical powers at the end, he's like, "You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. I'm going to take it from you." And I'm like, I can basically hear that coming out of Scar.
Well, that when he was in Serenity.
Oh yes.
Yes, because he had that very methodical, like, and whenever he killed someone, I was like, this is an honor. Like, no, it's not. You're killing me. Stop it. Lion King will have Donald Glover as Simba, James Earl Jones as Mufasa. Because really, can you have anyone else do Mufasa? No. It's James Earl Jones.
Nobody else can do Vader. Try as they
No
might.
one. And then John Oliver as Zazu, which is just perfect casting. It's just Hugh Jackman was rumored to be playing Scar, which would have been kind of cool, but no, give it to Chute Ejiofor because Chute Ejiofor has that regalness behind his voice. Which, by the way, Hugh Jackman is playing Barnum Bailey in
P.T. Barnum. Yeah.
P.T. Barnum, and that movie looks awesome.
I cannot wait.
We have our first look of Dumbo in Tim Burton's new live-action adaptation. It looks kind of creepy, but kind of cute. I don't know. You be the judge. It'll have Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, Ava Green, Nico Parker, Finley Hobbs. So some good people. So it's Tim Burton. So I mean, it's going to be at least good. Star Trek Discovery comes out soon. I'll probably buy CBS Express. I'm gonna watch, or CBS Access, whatever, so I can watch it. But it was originally planned as an American Horror Story style anthology series where each season would be a different ship, which that would have actually been kind of badass.
Yeah, I mean, you can have different characters. You can explore different time periods.
Exactly, that would have been actually really cool.
Well, you know what? They can still do it, but the thing is, it's a missed opportunity here.
Yeah. Now Discovery is taking place
or Next Generation?
It's 10. No, it's 10 years before the original.
Oh, really?
It's like 20 years before the original cast. They're still during the war. Like, so they're still fighting. There's no peace just yet. So I kind of dig that. Kirkman says that season 8 of The Walking Dead is going to be an all-out war story, and can you have it any other way? Not really. I mean, you've got the Kingdom, you've got Alexandria, you've got the Hilltop, and then you've got, God damn it, what's his name? I'm pointing to him. What's his name?
Negan.
Negan. Thank you. You got Negan's people. So you really have no other choice. Let's see here. Young Justice season 3 has been cast. We see all the characters, and it's pretty much the original cast. Will be like all in black.
Yeah, they're kind of like the outsiders.
Yeah, I kind of dig that. And then the new cast will be like Blue Beetle and stuff like that. So I kind of dig that. And then Clancy Brown is cast as Surtur.
Oh, the
big fire giant in Thor Ragnarok, which is gonna be badass.
Clancy Brown is awesome, dude.
Clancy Brown is always awesome. And of course, Wonder Woman 2 has been confirmed, which we announced at a Comic-Con. Patty Jenkins has signed on,
and she will get a massive pay hike too, which
she deserves. She deserves to get paid.
And you know what? Now, for all these articles we see about women not being on the same level as men in pay, I think now that's probably going to set some precedent. And start having okay, well, if this, like Jennifer Lawrence even said she doesn't get paid as some of her.
Yeah. No,
she's just like, wow. I'm like, really? And I'm like, I would have thought so. I mean, she won the Oscar.
Well, because I think in Passengers, like what? It
was her and Chris.
Chris Pratt. Pratt got like, I don't know what exactly he got, but say like he got 50 million, she got 10 million. So, yeah, it's pretty jacked up. So with the success of the classic NES, Atari and Sega's doing their own flashbacks. Super Nintendo, I mean, I will have to camp out probably to get that.
Please don't.
I will. I want it. Whatever. That's my choice. But
pre-orders already went on sale, and I will say that they was poorly done.
Yes.
It was a lot of people who just kind of happened on it by chance, or else they had an inside scoop. And now they've sold out, and
we're getting a second round, which we don't know about yet.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that they were doing pre-orders. I didn't
even know. I found out the day after, and I was calling around. I was like, "Hey, do you have it?" And Best Buy was like, "No, we're not doing it." I went to GameStop. "No, we're not doing it." Hey, Replay Games is not doing it. I mean, the thing is, it's like this. Do you really want something that bad to where you got to camp out for it, where you got to fight with other people, especially online, and doing all that shit, and servers shutting down? I mean, to me, it's whatever.
Let's be real here. People who are getting it are the ones that
grew up with it.
Well, grew up with it, but the ones who are crashing the servers are the ones that stay at home and can work on their computers and then just freaking buy it to sell it online for like 3 times the cost.
And that's what.
Which what? If you're a scalper, burn in hell. So those are movies. That's TV. Let's go to video games real quick because you've got.
Yes, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So this one here picks up kind of like right after, about a few months after Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Nathan Drake is living his life happily with Elena, while Chloe is still, continuing her adventuring ways. Nadine Ross, who was the badass chick from Part 4, Shoreline, is now, kaput. She doesn't want to accept it, but, it is kaput. And so she's having to, do jobs with Chloe. And Chloe cuts her in, very generously at 50%. So it's them, trying to find, like, this, sacred tusk artifact. And,
gotcha.
They're, at odds with another, kind of shoreline-esque guy, mercenary, and, of course. And so, it's very familiar.
Okay.
And not to say that that's a bad thing. And then the set pieces and everything are very reminiscent of, Uncharted 3 and 4.
Right. Are the controls the same as...
Very much. Okay, I mean, nothing... I'll tell you, nothing has really changed. I mean, you could swap out and put Nathan Drake in this thing.
Okay.
And it costs $20 less than any of the Uncharted's.
Can I just, make a statement here real quick?
That?
Speaking how we just spoke on the fact that females get paid much less, the female game is $20 less than Nathan Drake's.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also. But I've also heard it's shorter too.
Okay. Speaking of Uncharted, thank you for bringing up Uncharted. The Uncharted movie
Yes.
is supposed to. It's going to be Tom Holland is a younger Nathan Drake, and it's going to be like an Indiana Jones-esque movie. Sorry, that popped in my head. And
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, hey, I mean, I think he should bulk up even more so than what he did for Spider-Man, because Nathan Drake is not a stick horse. He doesn't have that sinewy.
No, he's a
stout guy.
big dude. He's a stout guy.
Yeah, so the thing is, I mean, let's bulk him up more. I mean, I'm eager to see, and it's a prequel, so it's not gonna. Who's gonna play Sully? I mean,
that's
that's
important.
They're talking about Robert De Niro, but I think he's a little too old.
Oh, and De Niro doesn't have that like. I don't want to get a drink with De Niro. Like I want to get a drink with Sully. Sully seems like he'd be fun. De Niro would be like he'd be intense and
Oh, and Batman: The Enemy Within, 2. Telltale game.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and the makers of the Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and the Guardians of the Galaxy game. The sequel to the first Telltale game picks up right where it left off, and you got the Riddler, and you got the Joker. This one here, you can shape the origin of the Joker. See, the thing is, I believe in the last game you were in Arkham Asylum. Yeah, you were in Arkham Asylum.
I'm still on the first few chapters of the first Telltale Batman.
Yeah. So the thing is, you were in Arkham Asylum. There's like a gas that you get doused with in the first game, where you go crazy. So now you're in and the Penguin douses you with this.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the Penguin. It's Lady Arkham. Who's actually Vicky Vale.
What?
Jabs you with this pin, and you go crazy. So you end up in Arkham Asylum. And the Joker's there. He's going by John Doe. So
of course.
The thing is, once you get to the end of this game, it's kind of like he's like, "Hey, buddy, pal, you remember me?" And and I will say this, just like in Daredevil season 1, where Ben Urich dies, Lucius Fox dies.
What?
Yeah.
Damn it! I haven't got there for that. Yet.
And you get to shape the origin of the Joker. You can either choose to brush him off, be rude to him, or you can kind of help him. Help him out.
Let me help you
be
become
more
a
of a
psycho.
friend. Yeah.
I like that.
Or kind of, steer him from that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, Telltale makes some very, very good games. I mean, the only one that I really have not liked has been the Jurassic Park Telltale game, which is basically sucked on all levels.
I didn't play that.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Don't even waste your time. Back to the Future, you need to play.
Okay.
And but yeah, I mean, I recommend both of these games. Uncharted is not really going to take you as long as some of the other games. And
right.
Batman Telltale, it's chapter 1, so you're going to get some good play out of it. It's a decision-based game. Yeah. Very good voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
It had Dave Fennoy, who played, who was the main character in the first ever, Telltale Walking Dead game.
Okay.
You get the, what's his name? Oh boy, the guy who voiced Sully.
Okay, I don't know the name, but I know
he was Carmine Falcone in the first game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
All right.
No, nobody really famous, for the Joker.
Right.
I mean, I've never even heard of this guy before, but great voice acting, great story. I mean, the decision making is just awesome. I mean,
cool. Let's see here. What else? Jumping on real quick, the action figures. I did get the Marvel Legends Charlie Cox Daredevil, and I love the casing now that they come in because you can pretty much pull out the plastic, put the figure back in a pose, and it becomes like a little framed picture. I'll put this picture up. Okay, comic books real quick because we are running out of time. So my, two big DC Metal, which is like Batman, is going back to the beginning of the DC universe and the fact that there was at the beginning there was the Hawk, the Bear, and the Wolf, and the darkness was the Bat, which is Wayne. So this whole evil enterprise has been coming towards Batman. It's in the anti-universe. It's really kind of tough to explain in just a few seconds, but if you haven't read it yet, pick it up. It's amazing. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Snyder's writing is insane. Capullo's artwork is beautiful, and it's just this really great detective story. I am loving Secret Empire. After a slow start, Secret Empire has been going really strong. They killed off Black Widow. They brought back the Hulk. And Captain America has gotten more evil while...
Is he still in the influence of the Cosmic Cube?
Well, here's the thing. Like, apparently... So, I just read issue 9 out of... Again, we got one issue left. But issue 9 reveals that is Captain America. That he's evil. Like, he is Hydra. However, inside the Cosmic Cube is the good Captain America. Like, the one that she remembered.
Okay.
So, now, in September, we're getting Captain America Reborn, pretty much, by Mark Waid and Chris Samney, and Mark Waid's writing is just stellar. I mean, I love...
And remember, he did a Captain America...
In the 90s.
And they fucked him, and then he decided, okay, well, fuck you.
Yeah, but Mark Waid's Captain America was amazing. Chris Samney's artwork, I mean, if you didn't read them on Daredevil, go pick it up because it was so good. And Samney's artwork is so crisp and so vibrant. And they're taking it back to like that 1990s Captain America again with like the feathers and like
wings,
the wings and it looks amazing. And then of course like X-Men Blue, Cullen Bunn's writing is always fantastic. X-Men Gold is great because they're bringing back Omega Red. And then Mark Waid once again on Archie. Archie's just a damn good book. If you're not reading it, what the hell? It's so good. Yeah. All right, that's it from me.
Oh boy.
Oh, you are doing okay. You know what? I'm sorry. One more series, and I'm gonna use this to jump onto Jason's books. Batman by Tom King? Yes. The War of the Jokes and Riddles has been so good.
And doesn't this play out like Almost Got Him? From the Batman the Animated Series episode.
Yeah, it really does.
And I was reading that and I was like, he's basically playing them against each other. Yeah,
he is, and it's so good. And God damn it,
as Bruce Wayne, not Batman.
Yeah, exactly. It's Bruce Wayne because the whole thing is Batman is the whole War of Jokes and Riddles starts when Batman was kind of starting off as Batman, and he's telling this story to Catwoman, who he's now engaged to, and he's telling her his biggest mistake, and it was between when the Joker and the Riddler went to war with one another, which was a great start. And Tom King and Snyder have made a Batman that is so in depth. So I'm going to jump off my Batman as my top three.
If you're not reading Batman,
yeah, no shit.
But jumping off that book, Invincible. I mean, this is nearing the end.
Yeah, I've got this is my final trade.
Okay.
And then,
yeah, but I mean, oh boy. I mean,
do I need to cover my ears while?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I'm editing this. I want to hear this anyways. Yeah. Whatever.
But Mark, he is they're embroiled in a big war, and one thing that reading this issue, it has an air of finality to it. You know that big things are going to come. People are going to die. People, relationships are going to change. People are going to be different people. And, it's just, the action, the art, and everything. Like Kirkman's writing, it just...
Kirkman's writing has always been solid.
Yeah, very solid. And I've loved this book from day one.
Yes, and was it Ryan Otley? Yes, Ryan Otley, who I met at Comic-Con, is a really nice guy.
Yeah, I've met him too.
Yeah.
Great guy.
His artwork is like Samney and like, who's doing Batman? I forget. Tinian? Janin? Mm-hmm. But it's just crisp, clean artwork.
Yep, Michael Janin.
Yeah, it's just crisp and clean.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, his writing is on point. I mean, Mark, his father, is dead or supposedly dead. Brother's dead, got killed.
Damn.
So, I mean, the thing is, he's doing everything, to fight, this Viltrum empire. And,
the Viltrumites.
Yeah, the Viltrumites are coming out to play, and they're... their chickens are trying to come home to roost, and it's just it's blood, a lot of heads.
There's a lot of torsos in Invincible.
A lot of torsos.
Let's be real here.
But I got to say, the comic for me this week was Bill and Ted Save the Universe, and if you're not reading this series, please pick it up because it reads a lot like the movie, and it picks up. Evan Dorkin did the comic book series in the '90s for Marvel.
Okay.
And he did a phenomenal job on it. And it had like an indie feel to it.
Really?
Yeah, and, Brian Joines, he, picks up, where Evan Dorkin left off, because I think he did, Bill and Ted Go to Hell, Bill and Ted's Triumphant
Yes.
Return. I read a little bit of those, but this one is the one that I've really kind of caught on to. And of course, it plays with that destiny, they had in the first film and the second film, where their music is supposed to, be the one that brings everybody together, achieves world peace and harmony and everything. And so, they play it, they go on with this, and we actually get to meet their mothers.
Really? That's
Yes.
cool.
And we find out that they're part of like this secret, intergalactic organization. And Bill and Ted have to go on a massive tour. And I think this is how this is, their music is kind of achieved. And the tour is like a decade long, I believe, or, it's very long. So the thing is, they have to sacrifice time with their families. And, Ted gets cold feet while Bill, he wants to do it. But at the party that they have for the 5-year anniversary since they, passed their history exams,
Right.
they have to, at the party, Death has a girlfriend, Fate, and she tells them, well, there's gonna be great sacrifice, in achieving, this fame. And so Death is kind of like, hey, let's go. And, they're kind of thinking about it.
Right.
And also, a character that we don't really get to see a lot of, Deacon, kind of takes front and center. Kind of, he gets his moments too. And I was like, you know what? Deacon is an underrated character. You don't really see him a lot.
No.
And you just that little brother that's kind of, in the first movie, in the second movie, you don't even see him.
No.
First movie, you do. He's like, okay, entertain Napoleon.
Yeah, exactly.
They take him to a water slide in the mall, get the big, banana split. And so there's a lot of great stuff in here. I mean, there's a callbacks to the movies and everything. And so,
that's cool. And it's 5 issues?
Yeah, I love the series from Boom Studios, who also do Power Rangers.
Yeah,
and,
Boom is doing really well right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I love this book here, and I cannot wait to see how it plays out.
Now, the one thing that we have not talked about, and we're going to finish it off with this, Game of Thrones. Now, by the time this airs, hopefully this will be like on Monday, we'll have the final episode of the final season, which is titled The Dragon and the Wolf. I'm dying inside the fact that we have one season left of Game of Thrones. This has been so damn good. HBO. Can you just I don't know. Just give us 3-4 more seasons. I don't care what it is, really. Just don't end Game of Thrones, please. Don't. No? Okay. That was my plea to HBO. They won't hear it. I won't show any footage because we'll get sued.
Oh, but speaking of getting sued, what was that video that we had to take down?
Oh, thanks, Stars.
American Gods.
Yeah, we had a 30-second clip of American Gods, and we had to if you haven't noticed, episode 11 isn't up anymore because we had to take it down because we were trying to give American Gods praise, which it's still a good show, which I haven't finished. But come on, Stars.
We got a cease and desist letter.
We did.
So hey, you've made it when you get a cease and desist letter.
Woo. I'm not gonna woo that. That I don't like being told not to show stuff. But hey, everyone else seems to love us. So whatever. I can't believe I have to say this, but remember, people, KKK and neo-Nazis are bad.
Yes, love one another.
Don't be assholes.
Yeah, and our president, you can kiss my ass. It took you 2 days to denounce, haters.
Neo-Nazis! It took you 2 days to denounce neo-Nazis. Come on!
We don't like to get political here at Bayou City Geeks, but, I mean, that's just deplorable. And then you had, a guy who's a known hater, leader of,
David Dukes?
David Dukes endorsing your campaign, and then you took his money.
Yeah. And you're yeah. There were some good people. No, there were not. There were, when we saw Battle of the Bastards, there were no good people on Ramsay Bolton's side. When we saw Jon Snow and his group of, pretty much RPG characters fighting the White Walkers, there were no good people on the White Walkers' side. None. No. I don't care who you are. If you're on in a rally with Klansmen, white nationalists, and neo-Nazis, guess what? You're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'm your co-host, Bobby Behar.
Jason Elliott. And we have one final thanks, that we have to do.
Oh, yeah, Dave, thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go.
He's camera shy.
He's camera shy. That's all right. We're not. With that, we will see you in the funny papers.
Later, guys.